Hello parents and welcome to the registration tutorial of how to register your camper for Camp Stanislaus this summer. To start, you need to get to the enrollment page. So when you're on campstanislaus.com, all you need to do is select the Enroll Now button, and the Enroll Now button will bring us to the registration page. If you are a new parent to camp, you will sign up using the new user sign up. All you need is first name, last name, email, and password. If you are a returning parent, you will use the returning sign up and use your email and password. If you forgot your password, you can click reset password, put your email in, and it will walk you through steps to select a new one. So we have our email. All right, so we're logged in, and what you will see is the home page, and this is where all of your all of your applications will be listed. So every camp that we are offering will be listed here. So right now you see Resident Day Camp 2020 and Water Sports Day Specialty Camp 2020. So these are the two camps you can register for in this tutorial. So we will select the Resident Day Camp 2020. We will click Start Application. All right, and then it gives you some instructions. If you have any questions at any time when you're registered, you can always call the camp office at 228-467-9057, extension 277, or send us an email, camp@ststan.com. We'll be happy to help in any way. But this tutorial is hopefully to help answer some of those questions if we're not available, if it's a time the office is not in. So you'll click Continue, and then you'll have the step one. You'll need to enter your camper's first, middle, and last name. So we are going to add a child. So our camper will be named all right, and we will add a date of birth. And you'll select a gender and the grade that he or she has completed as of June 1st. It's important to make sure it's the grade he or she has completed. So select all that, and once you've put all the information in, you can click Continue. But if you have multiple children, you can add them all at once, which we strongly recommend. We'll click Continue, and then we're on step two. So this will look a little different for all parents this year, as we've changed up our registration process a little bit, but you'll notice that if the process changed, you will select the weeks you would like to register for instead of the duration. It used to be you select 4 week, 3 week, and then select the weeks you want. Now you just select the week. So you'll see week 1 boys, June 7th through the 13th, week 2 boys, June 14th through the 20th, the 21st through the 27th, and the 20th through the 4th. Those are all our resident camp dates, and then you have day camp below. So if you want to register for 1 week, you would select and then add the cart if you want one. And then once you add the cart, you'll add the group. Please note that the group is pre-selected on your camper's age, by your camper's age, and it's not necessarily the final group your camper will be assigned to. This just helps to get us the best camper fit based off of age. So you click the first week if that's what you want. If you want weeks 1 and week 2, you do the same thing, and you can add a second week. So right now, Billy is registered week 1 and 2. If you look on the right, you'll see your cart. Billy, there's the $30 registration fee, and then on the registration, any discounts will be included. So you'll see the early registration discounts of $43.73. So once you're finished there, you will click Continue. And this brings us to our forms. There are a few forms that need to be filled out. You will see asterisks next to all forms that must be completed in order to continue to the next step and finish the registration. You'll notice that the medical form is not mandatory at this time. You do not need to complete the medical form to submit the application. So if you don't have all the information, please complete the other form, submit the application, and you'll be able to log back in and complete it. So first we'll start with the household form, and it brings us to information. So anything with an asterisk you must put in. We recommend that the first parent or guardian is the main contact who you would like us to call. So you'll put in a number. All right. You can add a few phones. It's always great to add a few numbers. And then your address. And any secondary information. This is great if there's a grandparent helping register, or if a camper splits time in 2 different households. This is a great place to put that information. And then you can put emergency contact. All right. Then as you scroll down, pickup authorization. In here, you would need to list anybody who would has the authority to pick up your camper. So you would put anybody there, and then you'd have to let us know what you'd like, how your camper would like to get home if there's an emergency closing. So a few different buses, parent pickup. So now this will be parent pickup. If you would select other, the special circumstance, please be specific. Let us know why. Religion, family status, and custody. So you complete this form, and once if you did not complete something on that form, it'll let you know. You have to go back, so it says completed, and then we'll go on to additional camper information. And this is the parent authorization here, along with some information on registration and whatnot. So read through this information. If you have any questions at all, please give us a call at the camp office, but then you're going to sign it. Camper signature and the date. Right. Once there, you go to the next page and a little bit more information about our camper. School currently attending, t-shirt size, which is important, and remember we have youth sizes as well as adult sizes. If you don't specify youth, we assume adult, but it's better to write adult or youth. Then there's roommate requests. So this is the spot you select if you have friends that you'd like to room with. We do not guarantee any roommate requests, but we try to honor it as best we can. And just please note that most rooms have a maximum of 3 beds. A couple of rooms have 2 beds, but there's not many. Almost all have 3. So if you put 3 names in here in addition to your child, it might make it tough for us to figure out exactly who goes into what room. So if there is a group of 5 or 6 coming, we recommend that y'all talk it out amongst yourselves and kind of help us out before camp arrives and try to help pre-select who wants to room with who. Then swimming. We'd like to know if your camper can swim, and we will do a swim test obviously when they're here, because a lot of our activities are over water, but we need to know that. Then if there's any activity your camper may not participate in, whether it be you don't want them to or a medical reason, you would select bed here. If it's blank, or you can write none, they can participate in everything. Then you can answer. There's a few questions we just want to know to get to know a little bit more about what you want from camp for your camper, as well a little bit about them. What in particular do you want your child to gain from their experience? The more information you can give here, the better. So the more information and insight you can give us offer, try to more wholesome, worthwhile camper experience. Again, the more information, the better. But for intents and purposes, we're just going to there. How did you hear about Camp Stanislaus? This is great for us, so we know marketing wise where we can put more marketing dollars. And then, why did you choose Camp Stanislaus? All right. Then any special circumstances document. You click complete this form. Then this form is completed. So just note that these are the only mandatory forms on the form sheet that you must complete. You can open the medical form, and you can do a little bit if you want. So Billy's 4 foot 10 inches, and he weighs 125 pounds. You can go to the next page. There's 7 steps. It takes, if you know all the information, it only takes about 5 to 10 minutes. But if you're looking for things, it could take longer. But you can save the changes and always come back and close the form. All right. As we continue, we move to step 4, and this is getting to the payment information screen. So you'll see there are a few different different options to pay. You have pay registration fee and deposit. You can do this via credit card, and it takes care of the $230 deposit and registration fee that must be submitted to complete the application sign up. That's if you select there. All right. Then there's pay full amount. The full amount will charge the credit card. Then there's pay with installments, and you will pay the deposit and registration fee now, half of the remaining balance on March 1st, and the remaining balance on May 22nd. We process those payments on those dates, and there's nothing you'll need to do after. So selecting that option if you want to do that. Then there's pay, registration fee, and deposit by check. It's the same as the first option, except you need to mail the check in. You will submit the application, but it will be finalized by the camp admin once we receive the deposit. And then pay by check. Pay any amount over the deposit. By check, you can pay any amount as long as we have received a full payment by June 1st. So some parents like to pay $100 every month. That's not a problem. Then lastly, there's paid deposit last summer. This option is for people who registered during the special sign-up period at the end of the summer. If you registered at this time, please select this option. And when the application is finalized, we'll get the application, and camp administration will add your deposit and the extra discounts to your account. And then once we complete that, we'll send you out an updated invoice. So if you registered before that August 9th deadline, please select and send in the check. Please select this option, as we have to correct a few things on your account, and then we'll send that updated to you. If at any time you think something looks wrong or whatnot, please give us a call. We're happy to help in any way. So we're going to select that paid deposit last summer option. Select continue, and then you get to the review and submit application. So you take a look at the information, paying close attention that you registered your camper for the correct week you want. If you're paying by credit card, the page will have room at the input your credit card information. Once this is completed, select submit application. But you'll see here registration fee, week 1 boys, June 7th through 13th, and week 2 boys, June 14th through 20th. So both of that there, and you'll see they're both on the resident side. So you'll see all of that, and then you see the forms you completed. We're going to go back and select credit card. And if you do have a credit card, you will see the information to pay here. If you send a check in at first, then you want to pay by credit card later, you can always log back in and pay at any time, as long as there's a remaining balance due. So we're going to go back to previous, select paid deposit last summer, click continue. All right, once we looked everything over, it looks good. We'll click submit application. It'll think for a minute usually. All right, and then once you get to the next screen, this means your application was submitted, and we should receive it. So after submitting, if everything goes correctly, you'll get the confirmation page, and this page will have some helpful links like frequently asked questions right here, what to bring, and a link to the physical form. You'll be able to submit info until camp starts. If you select view details, You will see where you can go and update or complete the medical form, as well as uploading documents like camera photo, physical form, immunization record. If you need to make a future payment, all you need to do is log in and select the payment option. So as you see here, that application is processing at the moment, but you can see medical forms in progress, update household information. We received your current plus. Once completed, you'll be able to access your full registration. So it's going to take a few minutes. Obviously there, it went through. So now we're looking at this screen, a couple different options. So you can download your bill here, invoice. You can see the balance due. And then immunization record, health physical form, camera photo. So this physical form needs to be completed by a doctor or nurse practitioner equivalent before June 1st. You can upload it. If you can't, you can always email it to us, but we need to get that by then. Whoops. Log back in here. And you see, you log right back in, it comes up. You need to upload household information here. Medical form you can complete right here. Upload an immunization record, upload a camera photo. So that's pretty much the registration process. As you see, it doesn't take too long of time to complete, as long as you have some information. And if you are a returning camper, you will have a lot of that information already preloaded in the slots. So if you have any questions throughout this process, please don't hesitate to contact us in the main office. That we can be reached at 228-467-9057, extension 277, or camp@ststan.com. So I thank you for registering. We're looking forward to a great summer, and I hope to see you soon. Take care.